had to make it look juicy for them.
Say this is finally a fair system. But I can tell you, after speaking with people in law enforcement, many call it the degradation of crime.
Starting at midnight tonight, the Sheriff's Department will no longer detain people for crimes such as theft, shoplifting, drug use, vandalism, battery, and a whole host of other non-serious, non-violent crimes that affect the quality of life of people here in Los Angeles County.
LA Deputy DA John McKinney explains that due to Judge Lawrence Riff's ruling, many people arrested will be released immediately without having to pay bail before their arraignment.
Judge Riff made the point of saying that he implored California officials like the sheriff, the chief of police, the district attorney, the city attorney. He implored them to testify, to explain why he shouldn't issue this order. And he was surprised when no one stood up to challenge it.
No one challenged it. Not LAPD Chief Michael Moore, LA County Sheriff Robert Luna, or District Attorney George Gascon.
This system is not defensible. There is no evidence to suggest that money bail does any good.
Civil rights attorney Salil Dudani applauds Judge Riff's ruling and says the current cash bail system is unconstitutional and unfair.
The current system is not based on whether you're dangerous, on whether you're a flight risk, on whether there's really any need at all for you to be in jail. It's just based on how much money you can pay. That's not fair. It makes no sense.
Would you have challenged it?
I would have challenged it for sure.
Former Sheriff Alex Villanueva believes it's a mistake that no one opposed the ruling, but he says with the current leadership, he's not surprised.
And the biggest impact actually is not going to be on the Sheriff's Department at LAPD. It's going to be on the other 45 municipalities that have their own police departments, because now they carry the burden of having to deliver their own inmates to court until the arraignment before they can go into the custody of the sheriff. That's going to be the biggest impact.
Under this new bail system, there are no second chances. If a person violates the bail schedule, they're put back on a cash bail system. From West Hollywood, I'm Gina Silva, Fox 11 News.
Hey, this is Art from Ohio, and we're going to be talking about 50 Cent. 50 Cent tears into LA for resurrecting its zero bail policy as he says the city is finished and warns, watch how bad it gets. And I wouldn't have no problem with 50 Cent is saying or whatnot. I mean, because I would agree with him on this, but the problem that I seem to have with 50 Cent is that he always has so much to say about everybody else. Just making jokes. This is personality. I can't really think anything off my head, but he always in the mix of something with commenting on people or whatnot. But my problem is with what he's saying with this is that back in the Trump and Biden race when they was running for presidency, 50 Cent went for Donald Trump and, said he was voting for Donald Trump, and then turns around and then says, F Donald Trump, he don't like black people. And he said he's where his ex-girlfriend at the time said he's voting for Biden. So my thing is this: how can 50 Cent have a problem with what LA is doing when he voted for the same people that's pushing these policies in LA and in New York? Same reason why 50 Cent don't even live in New York. So he's voting for people that's destroying New York and LA, but he moved up out of New York and moved to Houston, Texas. And everybody already knows Texas is basically a Republican conservative area. So you used to live in New York, which is liberal Democratic area, but you keep voting in your constituents and your people that live around you in New York, the citizens of New York, your audience 50 Cent, where you came up at, where everybody was pretty much buying your music at, was in New York. Y'all voted for these policies. But it seemed like when you knew that the stuff was about to hit the fan, Leprechaun Face 50 Cent, you hightailed it up out of New York and left all the people that used to listen to your music in New York. Because they can't, most of them ain't got no money to up and pack their stuff and move to no conservative area. But you do. So this is my problem with 50 Cent or whatnot. He's a phony. And I used to like him. I used to listen to him all the time. I can't even lie to you. I used to like 50 Cent, listen to him all the time. But I had to draw the line right here. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, man. I'm just getting tired of seeing all this fake phony stuff, man, with these entertainers, man, athletes and these politicians. And even some of even your family members. They too much hypocrites, man. Too many hypocrites running around here, man. I mean, how are you gonna complain and act like you for the black community or whatnot when you voting for the same policies that are tearing down the black community? And 50 Cent, man, Leprechaun Face, you give me the impression that you one of them type of dudes that you will try to befriend somebody just because they got money, and then go behind doors with Tony Gayo and get the bad mouthing and talking about them. That's what type of vibes you give me, Leprechaun Face 50. You give me them type of vibes. You give me the type of vibes that if you in the room full of liberals, y'all all high-fiving. Oh yeah, I can't stand them Republicans. Oh, I don't like them Republicans. And then when you go around Republicans or conservatives, you like, hey, what's up with y'all? How y'all doing? Hey, what's going on? I like that shirt you got on. Oh, I like that policy you pushing. Them the type of vibes you give me, 50 Cent. Leprechaun Face. You a phony, and everybody can see through or whatnot. And I'm really talking to the older generation, because it's real sad that you got a lot of these older people that you would think that at their age, they have enough common sense to know to not do some of the stuff that they doing or saying. And this is directed towards the young people or whatnot. Look and watch and listen very carefully, because these is another one of these same pro-blackity blacks. Right here, 50 Cent, Leprechaun Face. They acting like they for you. They acting like they for you, but really be stabbing you in the back at the same time. And I'm just, I'm getting tired of it. I mean, I think, I know all you entertainers and you entertainers, athletes, y'all all need to go ahead and just sit down, man. You talk about Floyd Mayweather not knowing how to read or whatnot, but at least he got common sense to know right from wrong. I mean, he even spoke on Trump, said some logical things about Trump. And that let me know he might not know how to read all that good, but he got common sense, just like I said, and that's leading him to put himself and have people around him this in his circle that have the best interest for him, because they got logical mindsets. So they probably helping him to make logical decisions, so yeah, and that's probably the reason why y'all ain't cool. Cause you a 50 Cent, you a flip-flopper. That's clearly what you are. You fake. You are definitely fake. And that's exactly more than likely why Floyd Mayweather and y'all got into it. Cause you was doing some underhanded liberal democratic trickery, scheming and scamming, backdooring, and Floyd Mayweather caught you. You know, I don't know what the whole situation is behind you and Floyd Mayweather, but I can almost guarantee you that's what it was. Guarantee that's almost what it was. But yeah, this is my whole problem. Yeah, with the he was saying he was voting for Trump, then turn around and say that he don't like black people. Well, 50 Cent, I thought he came on your radio show, one of your radio shows back in the day.
On 11 right here. That's Hove. I hope it's not.
Shade 45.
Hello?
Hello?
Yo, Hove, where's 50 at?
That's the boss.
I'm right here.
Oh, all right, 50.
That's
we
a
got
familiar
Donald
voice.
Trump here.
I hear you on there with the big man.
Yeah, I told him you were on his heels.
How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm fine.
Well, you know, I have some kids, and myself included, but I have kids, they think you are the best, the absolute best. Wow. That's pretty cool, I'll tell you. My little daughter Ivanka and my son Eric, these people, they just love your music. Wow.
Oh, man, I'm going to keep making it.
Well, you're going to keep making it. You better keep making it. I'm going to have some angry children if you don't keep making it.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. Congratulations on the great success, man. That's amazing.
Man. Thank you.
You know, he's shooting a movie right now called Get Rich or Die Trying, loosely based on his life, right, Phil?
Yeah, I'm actually, I just flew back from Toronto. That's why I couldn't actually be in the studio. I'd like to be there and meet him face to face.
That's all right, man. You know, it's so you're doing a movie.
Yeah.
That's better. You know, what they're doing on me is they're doing a movie.
So if he didn't like black people, how did Trump get on your radio station? Why was you on there talking to him? You know, was he didn't like black people before he got on your radio station or after? You know, when did you not start liking him, as you would say? Or when did you not when did you stop fucking with him, as you would say? Dirty Tooth, Dirty Tooth 50. So, you know, this is a whole bunch of fake and phoniness going on with you, buddy. You need to just go ahead and you old man, you done made your money, and you just need to go ahead and catch the cut, man, because ain't nobody looking for you, man. And hopefully people start watch this video because, I mean, they can hear and understand how fake and phony you are and don't even pay you no attention. Yeah, man. You definitely out of line, Brody. You are tripping. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say on that. So we're going to get to talking or whatnot about some other things with him or whatnot. Also, I was thinking, so you was trying to call Young Buck up here on the right in this picture, call him out about allegedly getting caught with a transsexual. But how 50 Cent, how are you gonna call him out about getting caught with allegedly getting caught with a transsexual or whatnot? But the peoples that you support, liberals and Democrats, they support transsexuals, man. So I'm confused. One person allegedly likes transsexuals, and you supposedly support people in their policies that support transsexuals. So yeah, you a hypocrite. Yep, you sure are. And before you open your mouth and speak, you should know what you talk about before you open your mouth. Because the people that you support is all for the transsexual agenda, gay agenda. You lost, buddy. Leprechaun face. Get over here! Now this is Chelsea Handler.
God damn!
All right, I know. I'm thinking the same thing. Y'all. We're going to have to hurry up and wrap this up because I got to get this thing up off my screen. 50 Cent, you must have been down bad messing around with her, man. She said she had to remind you that you were black. Wow, and this who 50 Cent is associating himself with. White liberal females that got to remind him that, hey, come back on this plantation, boy. Come on back on this plantation. Allegedly, and she said, 50 Cent, you don't play no games when you up in that thing. Come see what I mean. See what I mean? See what I mean? Yeah, that's what she talking about. That's who you would. I didn't tell you to go mess with her. This who you chose. And I should have known. I should have known when she came out. When you talked to her, you should have told her, hey, man, don't be going on no interviews or none of that. I don't even want nobody knowing I was messing with you. Like, that's what you should have been telling her. Instead, she up here trying to tell you who you need to be voting for.
Heard about my ex-boyfriend, right? 50 Cent and his support of Donald Trump.
Yeah, what's going on between you?
I
I saw your tweets and I go, wait, what's happening? Because you said he was your favorite ex-boyfriend, and then what does he do? Supporting Trump?
He says he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes, which, by the way, isn't a plan of Joe Biden's. That's a lie. So he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes because he doesn't want to go from being 50 cent to 20 cent. And I had to remind him that he was a black person, so he can't vote for Donald Trump, and that he shouldn't be influencing an entire swath of people who may listen to him because he's worried about his own personal pocketbook. So I haven't heard back from him yet, but I am willing to, seal the deal in more ways than one if he changes his mind and publicly denounces Donald Trump. I might be willing to go for another spin, if you know what I'm talking about.
But reason why she telling you who you need to be voting for is because allegedly she was giving you your warning that white daddy wasn't gonna keep your purse or your pocketbook filled if you voted for Trump. Oh, that's why you was feeling that certain type of way about Trump. You ain't like Trump and you don't fuck with Trump. Oh, because when Handler, somebody needs to get a handle on that face, I tell you that. But when Handler came and talked to you on the phone, she said, hey, 50, this is the real conversation allegedly right here. Hey, 50 Cent, Kurt, if you vote for Trump, we liberals and Democrats, we ain't gonna take care. We gonna bring you down too. We gonna get at you like we got at Trump. That's what the conversation was about, allegedly. Oh yeah. Talking about, and she said you got a pocketbook, 50 Cent, and you talking about Young Buck. I didn't tell her to say that. That's what she said. She said you got a pocketbook, 50. That's what she said. Man, dude, I should have known when I seen her. I said, man, I should have said, look, man, let me back up off 50 Cent. He on some weird stuff. Super weird. Now, look. This is her on the left. It looks like when she was younger. And that's her on the right when she probably was dating 50. So my thing is, 50, you didn't have the one on the left. Now, she all right. I can kind of deal with that. I can understand that. No, buddy. You had the one on the right, Sirski. Bro, what are you doing? You probably had to been bagging that, man. I know you wasn't looking at her when you was doing anything with her. And this is the same one that's talking about she's willing to give you another spin. Whoa, I would spin her around the block. Listen, she wouldn't set foot in my house. Literally, she wouldn't. But this who you was messing with, 50 Cent, man. This is literally who you was messing with. And I mean, you talking all this stuff about Donald J. Trump. You might need to be his friend. Because, I mean, he might at least be able to hook you up with some better options than this, sir. Leprechaun Face 50? What were you doing, Brody? What are you doing, Brody? I'm disappointed in you, man. And the first thing I would have said to her,
Look, why don't you go up the street and get something to eat? I know you hungry.
That's exactly what I would have said. I would have said, baby, you need to go, we need to go take you and get you something to eat. As a matter of fact, here, take this money and go get you something to eat. And I don't want to ever see you again. But now you was dealing with her. Oh yeah, you was dealing with her. Yep, and we about to go ahead and watch these clips, 50. And you need to not be speaking about nothing that's going on in the black community when you dealing with this type of stuff right here.
Off your ballots.
Chelsea, you know, last week, 50 Cent tweeted that he was voting for Trump because he discovered he would have to pay more taxes under a Biden administration. And you called him out and said he was now your, excuse me, your least favorite ex-boyfriend. And I don't know where I've been because I didn't even realize that you had dated. But your back and forth with him on Twitter went really viral. And he seems to have backtracked on his support for Trump now. Have you spoken to him about this? Because it really made a lot of news.
Yes, and I understand. He called me the other night, 2 nights ago. We spoke for about a half an hour, and I texted him, I DM'd him, and I said, can you please call me about this? I don't want this to be public. I really want to know if you're serious about supporting Trump. You know, and so he called me, and he wasn't serious. He was just screwing around on his Twitter. He is supporting Joe Biden. He made that very clear to me. And he said that I was able to tell you girls and tell any other press I did that he is supporting Joe Biden. So, and then we talked and, you know, had a cute little conversation. I did promise, you know, to pay his taxes. And then I found out it's illegal to pay somebody to vote for your candidate.
Yes, it is.
So I offered him another form of payment, and we'll see if he takes me up on it. But I don't have to pay.
You are single, and you've been very vocal about your crush.
And he's already a Biden supporter.
Okay. Well, on that note,
Chelsea Handler Sersky, Leprechaun Face 50, bro, she ain't never had it, bro. Bare minimum, she was like a 4.5. And you had her all up in your face, dude. Plus, if you were smart, you would already know. Let me go ahead and shut up, because we all know once the Democrats start to run out of money, which they're going to be running out right now, and so on for these next 5-6 years, guess whose money they coming to get? Sir 50, Dirty Tooth. They coming to get your money. They going to throw you up under the bus. So you need to go ahead and link up with your girl, Chelsea Handler, or whatnot. Y'all need to be figuring out how y'all going to rub y'all's pennies together and pull y'allself up by the bootstrap, because it's going to get real for y'all or whatnot. Yeah, it definitely is. With her, she's you picked a 4th round draft pick in her, sir. Man, you shouldn't even drafted her, 50. Man, I'm disappointed in you, man. Yeah, Leprechaun Face 50. See, you know, I don't normally have a problem if, you know, you trying to stand up for, you know, what's right. And, you know, you are right about this situation, but this is what you voted for. From presidency all the way down to governors, legislators, mayors, all that. When you voted for Biden, you set off a chain reaction in New York all the way to LA. So don't try to come back and try to clean up your mess and act like you the superhero and you the savior and you morally know what's right when you didn't even know what was morally right in the presidency. But now all of a sudden, oh, LA, it's headed for disaster. Why don't you talk about New York and where the state of New York is at and how they're on a disaster roll or whatnot, but you participated in it. And I just want you to go ahead and take your loss. You don't know what you're talking about with that dirty tooth of yours. You don't know what you're talking about, and just be quiet. We don't want to hear nothing from you Democrats talking about high gas, high food, what's going on in the school system, or none of that. Because if you had any type of sense, you would already know that you shouldn't even have been pushing and voting for the person who you was voting for anyways. So just be quiet, because you don't know what you're talking about. Just please take a seat up there in the bleachers and shut your big mouth. Leprechaun Face 50. Floyd Mayweather, he got a track record of whooping ass and taking names. You got a track record of picking trash and accepting lanes. What was you thinking messing with this witch right here? Now, I don't care if she looked good or she was ugly. Ain't no female about to make me change or make me think a different way about what's right and what's wrong or whatnot. And that's what this one did. This who you was dating. And why it seem like all the females that you date, they got them masculine, manly looking faces, man. They all look like these dump truck bitches. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They all masculine faces. And you up here talking about some young buck, man. You need to check yourself, because what you like to pick and what you like to date, they ain't too hot, man. They ain't too hot. But we gonna go ahead and wrap this up or whatnot. Hey, and also too, this 50 Cent, man, you need to stop talking about politics and stop acting like you care about the black community. But I want to thank everybody for watching this show or whatnot. And I appreciate you. This RDR signing out. And as what Chelsea Handler would say, 50 don't play no games when he up in that thing. Come see what I mean. See what I mean. See what I mean.